Hello guys, in this video we will see how to download and install pgAdmin, that is PostgreSQL GUI tool for on Windows operating system. The process is same for all Windows operating systems. Go to pgAdmin official website, that is pgAdmin.org. See here, pgAdmin is the most popular feature rich open source administration and development platform for PostgreSQL, the most open source database in the world. Okay, so click on download. See here, we have downloads for Mac, APT, that is for Debian type operating system, or RPM, that is for Fedora, Red Hat type families of Linux distros. Okay, then Windows. Okay, so click on this Windows. See here, the latest stable version at the time of making this video is pgAdmin 4 and version is 8.3. okay, it is released on Feb 9 2024. Click on this pgAdmin 4 4.4 8.3 to download. Click on it. Click on this pgAdmin x64.exe file. Its size is 181 megabytes. Click on it. See, download has been started. Go to downloads. See here, it is 182 megabytes. Wait until this download completes. See, download is completed. Click on this pgAdmin exe file. Here we have to select the install for me or install for all users. Anything is fine based on your requirement. Click on it. See the message here. This will install pgAdmin for version number 8.3. Okay, click on next. Check this. I accept the agreement and click on next. See, this will be the destination location for pgAdmin. Click on next. Click on next. Click on install. See, installation has been completed successfully. Click on finish. Open pgAdmin. Go to start, all programs. See here, we have the pgAdmin 4 application. Click on it. See, this is the pgAdmin 4 console. Click on help. Check the about pgAdmin 4. See, this is the latest version. Now we will see how to add or connect to the PostgreSQL server. Click on add new server or expand servers. See, we don't have any server. Right click and click on register. Then select the server. Both are same. Okay. So click on add new server. Here we have to provide the name. Name can be anything. PG16. Here in the drop down we don't have any other server groups. Click on connection. Here we have to provide the host name or IP of the PostgreSQL where it is installed. See, I have installed PostgreSQL on my local PC. So give localhost or IP of the machine. If you don't know how to find the IP, go to start cmd, then IP config. Scroll. See, this is my IP4. See, IP4 is the address. Okay. Then maintenance database. See, by default every PostgreSQL server contains this Postgres. Not only this, you can give any database which exists on PostgreSQL server. Then provide the username. Username also same. You can get the list of the users from the PSQL shell. Let me show you. PSQL /du. See, these are the users available in my PC. Okay. Then provide the password of the user. Then you have to click on save. If all these settings are correct, then we will be able to connect. Otherwise, it will throw error. Also, see the port number. This is the port number for the PostgreSQL. Here we can give localhost or any remote IP also, like AWS RDS DNS name or IP or full name, server name. Also for Azure database for PostgreSQL also we can give here. Okay, click on save. See, we have successfully connected. Here we got the system. See, these are the session details. Okay, so expand this one, expand databases. See, we have 3 databases. Go to there, /l. See, here we have 5 databases, but it is here it is not showing template 0 and template 1. Okay, it is by default. Okay, so here if you want to execute queries, select the database, right click and click on query tool, or just select the database and click on query tool. Both are same. Now you can write the queries like create table test tn int primary key select the text and click on this execute button. This is the button to execute query from the pgAdmin, or use F5 from your keyboard. Both are same. Click on execute. Once we execute this one, here we will get the output. See, it is created table. Okay, if you want to verify the data, just again select star from test, select the query and click on execute. See, we don't have any data. Here data output, it will show the output. Here it will show the total query runtime. It is 201 milliseconds. If you want to comment these comments in pgAdmin, use control then / C. These are commented out. Also, if you want to make these to capitalize, go to File, Preferences, then scroll down. Here we have the options like auto completion. It is by default disabled. Query formatting, result grid. Okay, we can set up all the options like display, everything we can set up. Graphs also. See, we have different options based on your requirement. You have to select them. See, SQL formatting, if you want uppercase, you have to give expression width, everything, go through them and you can configure here. We can also create database by using right click on that and create database, and table also we can create by using GUI method in right click, create table, click on it. Here we have to provide the name for the table T1, then columns, provide the columns by clicking on this add row T1. Here select the data type, any of these integer. Then if you want null values, if you want to make this primary key, you have to provide, and if you want to provide default values, you have to provide and click on save. So it will create the table. Even constants we can give here. If you want to provide the constants information, click on this plus symbol, foreign key, primary key, check constant, unique constant, exclude. Okay, if you want to see the query of this select statement, this is the query. And one more, see, this is the owner of this table and this is the schema. So I have only one schema. If you want to provide the table space, you can provide. If you want to provide comments here, you can provide here. Okay, partitions also same. So click on save. See, table is created. Also you can create schemas also. Right click on schemas, select it and click on schema. So in the same way, if you want to create users, right click on this login and users, click on login or group role. Then we can provide the login name, privileges, membership, parameters, and here it will show the syntax for the operations or the permission that we are going to create for this create role or login. Okay, I am not going to create, just I have shown. In this also we can open the PSQL also, PSQL tool. See, here we can perform the same operation like how we are going to perform here. Okay, so see, PSQL shell version is 16 and server version is 16.1, and see here it is giving the host name localhost, port number 5432, DP name afterschools, username is Postgres. Okay, because we have selected afterschools, that's why it is saying this one. If you want to change the database name, right click on Postgres and select PSQL. Now see, the DB name has been changed to Postgres. Okay, so in this video we have seen how to download, install and configure pgAdmin 4 on Windows 11 operating system. The process is same for all Windows operating systems. Then we have seen how to create objects in PostgreSQL Server by using GUI tool, that is pgAdmin 4. For more PostgreSQL Server videos, please subscribe my channel. Thank you.